Hey fellow stay-at-home moms. Today we will go over how we as stay-at-home moms can save 20% of the money we spend on groceries. Things are getting more expensive and we might be thinking about getting a job to cover our costs. Before we do, I just wanted to go over a few tips that might help you continue to be able to stay at home. I'm going to go over food today because this is the number one thing that we have some agency over. We have our fixed bills like rent or a mortgage, our car note, and our light bill. With food, this is one spot where we can be more strategic. Every dollar helps. You are making a difference even if you save $5 a week on groceries. This amounts to $20 a month. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it doesn't take a lot to cover certain emergencies. It also doesn't cost a lot to help you reach certain basic financial goals. The goal here is to professionalize the art and science of being a stay-at-home mom because we really do have a big influence on our family's finances. The first thing we can do as stay-at-home moms is to cut 10% from our food budget. Our families will barely feel it if we do it right. For instance, if our weekly grocery bill is $100, we now have $90 a week to use on food. This means that we need to find a way to replace the $10 worth of food that we are used to buying. One way I cut down by 10% is by making 2 loaves of bread or biscuits, making 2 snacks or desserts, and using frozen fruit or vegetables instead of fresh for 2 or 3 meals. You are not missing out on any nutrients, so don't worry. You can also have an extra vegetarian meal once a week. Even just by using a few more store brands really helps. In Canada, we don't have the best couponing system, but there is some opportunity to get some savings or rebates using this method. In Canada, we also have this store called the Bulk Barn. We can buy small amounts of what we really need. This is great for when a recipe just calls for a small amount of something and we don't want to waste it. Just by thinking outside of the box, it shouldn't be too difficult to cut down. It will take some time to plan ahead, but the extra 10% is honestly worth it. The second tip I have for my fellow moms is to take 10% of what you buy and save it in your freezer. This means thinking about a freezer meal or ingredient and saving it for another time. Or you might choose to stock up on a pantry food that you eat all of the time. I like to buy extra frozen fruit or an extra meat if it's on sale or on clearance. You will be surprised on how much it adds up. There's just something about seeing extra food that makes you feel safer and more stable financially. When you feel better, you will have more mental space to find other areas in your life that you can improve on. When you have more saved up, you actually spend less because you feel more content.